Okay, I'm back again. And
Okay.
I'm back with somebody I was had already introduced to the world. We're going to introduce her and her organization again. We're in Tampa. We'll be in New York tomorrow. What we do is work with nonprofits from around the country. Those nonprofits that we think have promising approach to really change the narrative. So, man, I'm going to step out the way. Tell us who you are, what you do.
Okay, my name is
This is like going all over the place.
okay, my name is Pamela Hill or Dr. Pam Hill. I'm originally from New York. I live in Florida now. I am the CEO and president of the Psalm 27 Domestic Violence not-for-profit organization. I've been with this organization for about maybe about 7 years, but we've been active maybe about 3. My motto for the program is I vow never to leave an individual alone in a crowd, always to see them in the crowd and to pull them out. Um, we do workshops, self-care, well-care. Um, my primary, though, is a spokesperson for Psalm 27. I like to travel and go to different places, different states, and talk about what I've gone through, of course, and what I've come out of, and how God is blessing me, and we are progressing. I have no bitterness from what I've gone through. That means I am totally and completely healed. And what I want to do is show other women, and not just the women, but even the men. I'm going to incorporate men somewhere down the line, how to, yes, it did happen. Life does happen. It doesn't have to happen to you, but when it does, you can still come out of it feeling still whole. And that's my main purpose, to have the woman of the people come out feeling whole, knowing that they still have value, knowing that they're still loved, knowing that it wasn't their mistake. I have
Well, well, tell us about your journey. Tell us about how you got here and what brought you here. What happened in your life that brought this passion that needs to be a change.
right.
And you're the right person to make that change. So tell us about your journey. How did you get to this point?
I got to this point because, first of all, I grew up in foster care. My mom died when I was 7 years old. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, she's gonna call me back. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'll try to turn her off.
You're a busy person.
I am. And
Yeah,
she,
so that this definitely verifies that.
right. Well, she's actually the apostle who's also on the program with me. However, I grew up in foster care. We were extremely poor, but we didn't know it. We were poor. My mom ended up, make a long story short, she had 8 children, 9 children, 1 died. I ended up in foster care. My mom died when I was 7 years young. I just found out that she was 28 when she died. So growing up in foster care, there was all kind of abuse, especially back in the 50s, in the early 60s. Sexually abused, molested, whatever goes with that came with that. Didn't do much schooling. End up getting pregnant by a date rape. Had to marry the person because my foster father was a pastor. And it was something that we had to do, and was abused from day one. This young man almost killed me, actually. He almost killed me. I do have a daughter by him. I love my daughter. But you know what? I remember being in the psychiatric ward, because it got to that point. I'll talk about that part another time, but because it's long. It's long. It's very, very long. I was beaten so bad that my face was disfigured. And in my room, they didn't allow me to have a mirror in my room. And when I was able to get up out of my bed, I went to the community bathroom. And I don't know if you know, but in the hospital, when you walk to the community bathroom, as soon as you open the door, there's a mirror. And there was a mirror there, and I looked in the mirror and I started screaming because I thought that he or somebody was coming back to get me, but it was me. It was my face. My face was disfigured because of the operation that they had to do immediately. And they put me in a rubber room because I was going there. My foster mother came, and being a pastor's wife, she told them, she says, no, let my daughter out of here. You take her out of here. And she prayed to God, and she said to God, please don't let her look like what she went through. I will never forget that. I'll never forget that because I know what I look like. My baby, my daughter was about 8 months young and she did not know me. I had to use my voice for her to come to me. So I held on to that. God, don't let me look like what I've been through. And not only that, don't let me go through with bitterness. Let me try to figure out or get some help where I can understand that because I grew up in foster care, because I didn't know how families really operated, and because I was so vulnerable, that life happens and these things do happen. I took my own self to self-deliverance. I began to turn all my negatives into positives. It wasn't easy, but I wanted to do it because I did not want to fit in. I wanted to fit out. I wanted to be the person that God has called me to be. Why? Because my foster mother said, I don't want her to look like what she's been through. Now, do I look like I've been through abuse? I don't think so.
No, you don't.
I don't think so. And not only that, but I'm going to say something I have not said in a long time. I will be 70 years young in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
feel like me. I'm 67 young.
So you know what we're talking about, right? So
Yes.
I have a passion when when I can look at a woman in the airport, I can look at in the church and I know that she has gone through something. And I would just slide myself down and sit next to the person and just ask, can I touch your hand? And for some reason they know I know. And just give them some comfort and speak everything is basically positive. Now I do come with the truth. Okay, I do come with, okay, you have to admit that it did happen. It's called the aha map, the moment. The A, affirm that it did happen. The H, what was the H? Okay, we'll come back to the H. And the last letter, the other A was, it's acknowledge, heal, and affirm. That's the aha. I take them through the aha moment. And to be real with you, have fun, live life. Now, as far as the psychology and psychiatry and all that, I like to have basically fun with this. Don't make it so stressful where they have to really think and think and think. No, let's just talk small, real talk. Let's go. I get on a.
Let me just share with you because you have an amazing story. And I think that's what gives me joy in working with nonprofits from around the country. Everybody has a story to tell. And those people that have a story to tell actually tell it by starting a nonprofit.
Mm.
Some of the things that we want to do with your nonprofit, in addition to the things that you outline, is to work with you and bring about transitional housing so folks have some place to stay. And also work with you in terms of workforce development. Folks that been through that actually need to be able to have their own job and do their own thing. So we like to add that plus other things to your nonprofit. And the reason why I had you here tonight, because I want to see folks to understand the passion behind what individuals do. And at the end of the day, the problem cannot be solved by people talking about it. People have to actually be about it.
Yeah.
So tell us where you're located.
We're located in Tampa, Florida, in Brandon. No, actually Riverview. I don't have a set office. I work from my home.
That's how all nonprofits start from the home.
I'm in my house.
Everybody think you have to have an office, but what you do, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later, you build capacity while you're in your house so that when you come out, you got office, you got staff, and all that. So yeah, every nonprofit you ever know started from the house. It's like the house now become your business.
Absolutely. So
and tell me, what's the age group that you focus on?
I'm focusing on, I'll say the Generation X.
Okay.
The Generation X, because I'm the baby boomer.
Okay.
So when I did my statistics, we are the ones that have been battered because of that silent generation that says what goes on in the house stays in the house.
Okay,
the baby boomers, we came along and we became two parent families.
Okay.
And then the X came the latchkey babies. And that's that generation that really got out there because we went to work and they went to work a different way. It's that age group and all the way up to 80. I do have one
Okay.
woman, she's 90. She's
Mhm.
90 years young, the silent generation, and she sits very
Right.
close, very, very close to me.
Good.
And a tremendous help with the agency. She is definitely a tremendous help, but yet still she's still hurting, because the things
Right.
that she had gone through. But yes, 30 and up. I'll say 30 and up.
Good. I'm looking forward to working with you and your organization to bring you up to speed and up to capacity. The bottom line is that 9 out of 10 nonprofits fail
Yes.
in the first 2 to 3 years. And they fail because when they're trying to run a good cause, they don't have the capacity to bring in money. And most of the money come out of their pocket. And I always tell nonprofits, that's a no-no. You never want to spend all of your money. What you want to do is to build yourself up to capacity so you can bring in money for grants and business opportunity. So if someone wants to donate to your nonprofit, is there an email that they can email you? Is it a website? Because I'm compelled, and I'm sure everybody that's from around the country is probably compelled also. Because the last time we met, you didn't tell your story. That's why I'm so glad we met this time. You actually told your story.
Okay. My my website should be back up. I'm going to tell you this part. You probably cut it out because the web developer, something happened with her funds or whatever. So the
Hey, don't know about that. The
Okay.
bottom line, at least you're in the process of bringing up your web page. It's some things we can't control.
No, it's finished. It's completed. It's just that they won't release it, and I'm having a really hard time with her. But
Okay.
we do have Psalm 27 found. Well, that's the website. It's the website. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about an email?
The email address would be Psalm 27. See, that's attached. That's attached somehow with that website. But we do have PayPal. We do have Cash App and things like that, but that's not what I want. I want it to be on my website. I want it to.
Tell you what, I'm going to post this online. Then when I get from you to go ahead, I'm going to put in your website.
Okay.
So at least we can get people to think about wanting to donate to you.
Okay.
So I'll post it, and then what I'll do is an update.
Okay.
And let them know. And that's going to be good because you're going to be all over the place. We deal with nonprofits from around the nation.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people out there, believe it or not, that want to give towards a cause.
Okay.
But they want to give towards a cause that they feel as though the person got skin in the game.
Okay.
They're doing this not because of what they heard, but their life journey brought them to that point. Anything else you want to say before we come out of this and then go back into talking about your next steps?
Okay. I just wanted to say to the people after he cleans this up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to tell pieces of my story. And I hope you feel the passion of my heart. I'm in love with the women. I'm in love with God's creation. I'm in love with women understanding that they're not a mistake. They are not a mistake. For the Bible says, I know the thoughts and the plans I have towards you. And I want to be that catalyst. I want to be that person that brings them back to the thought that God had originally had for them when he said to Adam, it's not good that you be alone. So what did he do? He made a good thing. And the good thing is the women. Thank you.
Okay, look, I could not have ended it myself.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and I see you on the other side.
Bless you.